Hi, everybody. Pastor Scott here. It is, of course, Tuesday, November 3rd, Election Day, and I'm sitting in my office today, and I am grateful that today is finally here. I do like to be at church when we have elections because we are a polling place, and I like to see all the people coming in. I always like to go down and say thank you to all the people who are working as poll workers today. It is an enormous task, and I have been here when they have done this before, and they are here from early in the morning till late at night, and it is a long day. So I would encourage you, if you have not yet gone out to vote, to do so, and please say a word of thanks, especially in the midst of a pandemic, to all the people who are out working the polls today and keeping us safe as we get the chance to vote. I also just want to speak a word, and I say this to myself as well as to everyone else. As we wait for the results to come in, I encourage you to just take a deep breath, to be reminded that as followers of Jesus, our highest authority is always God and God's love for us, expressed in the person, life, death, and resurrection of Jesus. And no matter what the outcome, we will be grateful for the government that we have, and we will pray for our leaders, and we will pray for those for whom the outcome today was not what they hoped for, and we will pray for those for whom the outcome is what they hoped for, that we would all come together to give thanks for our government, to work to continue to make it better so that all people are loved and free. But I just want to remind you and remind myself that as we wait for the results, to just take a deep breath. As I've been doing for the last couple of months, I've been drawn back to Luther's Small Catechism. If you've got one, I really encourage you to go grab it, read it. There's so many good things in it. And one of the things that I've found really hard over the last few months is to be grateful. I've found that I have been clenching my teeth in my sleep very often, waking up with a sore jaw. Even the last time I went to the dentist, I had chipped a tooth from my grinding of my teeth at night. And for whatever reason, I've just found it hard to be grateful. And maybe that's just sort of weird when things get stressful, that in some way it seems almost counterintuitive to be grateful. But I've been reading Luther's explanation of the first article of the Creed today, and if I had to pick a favorite in the Small Catechism, it would be this one. As I remind each other to breathe, I'm also reminding us to be grateful for today, for no matter what happens with the outcome of the election, the first article of the Creed is still true, and I'm just going to read it for us today. It goes like this. I believe in God the Father Almighty, creator of heaven and earth. And Luther says, what is this, or what does this mean? Luther says, I believe that God has created me together with all that exists. God has given me and still preserves my body, soul, ears, eyes, and all limbs and senses, reason, and all mental faculties. In addition, God daily and abundantly provides shoes and clothing, food and drink, house and farm, spouse and children, fields, livestock, and all property, along with all the necessities and nourishment for this body and life. God protects me against all danger and shields and preserves me from all evil. And all this is done out of pure fatherly and divine goodness and mercy, without any merit or worthiness of mine at all. For all this I owe it to God to thank and praise, serve and obey him. This is most certainly true. And so as I get ready to watch the election results tonight, in some sort of strange and connected way, I will also be giving thanks for my home, for a safe place to live, for food and shelter, a family of faith, a place to belong, and friends who care for me. And I just want to let that sense of gratitude continue to wash over me as the election results come in, as a reminder that God is still in charge, that God's creation is good and beautiful, and that while we as human beings are all imperfect, God is calling us to be reminded that God's creation is good, and that you and I as creatures in it, God has called very good. So I hope you are doing well. One thing that I know for sure, God is grateful for you, and so am I. Peace.